Many of us are diffident in spreading the gospel because we feel that we should respect the privacy of people. And so most of us, we keep silent about our faith. We cannot presume that people in the world are not interested in God. There could be some, certainly. But many people are also searching deeply for the meaning of life, for something that they could find fulfillment. Of course, sharing the good news is always offered as a gift. A gift can be accepted or rejected. Some will appreciate, some will not. But no one is forced to receive a gift. A gift remains a gift. And so too is the gift of faith. Without any imposition, without coercion, but just to share the gift of faith. We are told that very often we don't have to preach the gospel because it is a privilege for some. Not all are called to be missionaries. Not all are called to be proclaimers of the gospel. And so we excuse ourselves. But the truth is, certainly we all share in that privilege in some ways. We have come to know Jesus through our friends. Maybe we study in the Catholic schools, or maybe through the humanitarian works of Caritas or Caris, we have encountered the mercy and the compassion of God. And so the Lord comes to us in so many different ways. So it is not true to say we have no privilege of encountering the Lord, that we are not able to say anything about Him. It is also important for us to recognize this. With privileges, there also comes with responsibility, duty. So the greater the encounter with the Lord, the greater the responsibility and the duty. And that is a fact of life. If we have encountered the Lord deeply, of course, we will feel more compelled because we cannot witness what we have not seen. We can only witness with conviction when we have a deep encounter with the Lord. A duty always comes from privilege. We cannot separate these two. What is a privilege will also be a duty. Because if you have received something from the Lord, you have received gifts from the Lord, you are required to make use of the gifts. If the gifts given to you are not used up, then we will be in trouble. Remember the Lord saying, those who have been given more will be expected of them. And so it's important for us we have to ask ourselves, what are the gifts that we have received from the Lord? What blessings have we received? And we must always never forget, whatever blessings that we have, they are never meant for ourselves. They are meant for the service of the gospel. God has given us all different gifts. So whatever gifts we have can be used for the proclamation of the gospel. Not just in words, but also in deeds. When we use our gifts well for the service of others, then we are proclaiming the gospel. According to our gifts, according to our state in life, according to the situation that we are in. Each one of us must proclaim the gospel in some ways. Sometimes explicitly, sometimes implicitly, sometimes through good works, sometimes through good words. And so it's important for us, therefore, to ask ourselves, are we exercising the responsibility and the Lord has given to us all? And so it's very important that as we proclaim the gospel, we need to understand the culture. We need to understand the current situation, their sensitivity, so that we can offer the gospel in such a way that is non-threatening, that is truly edifying, and always in a very loving manner, and always wanting to purify the cultures of the people, never to destroy cultures, to purify us, to bring them to another level. That is what Christian faith does. And so this is what we are called to do as we continue to proclaim the gospel in our own ways, according to the situation in our life.